Hi everyone, welcome to my class. So today I am going to discuss the last topic of metals and non-metals, that is alloys. So what is meant by alloys? Alloys is a homogeneous mixture of two metals or more metals or metals and non-metals. So together we call it as alloys. For example, we can take an example of gold. Gold we are not using in the pure form. Why? Because it is very soft in nature. So we are adding silver as well as copper in this to make it hard, and later we can use that for making jewelry. So like that we are using alloys. So in our daily life we are using many metals like iron, copper, zinc, silver. So these all are metals we are not using in the pure form. We are using in the form of alloys. So for example, I'll just discuss the definition of alloys here. What is the definition of alloys? A homogeneous mixture of two or more metals or metals and non-metals. So alloys are not only metals, we can say there are metals other metals and non-metals also we can take. So in this form also alloys will be there. So I'll just write down the what some examples of alloys here. One, we can take an example of steel. Steel, it is made up of iron and carbon. So iron, we can write iron and carbon. And stainless steel, it is made up of chromium, nickel, iron and carbon. Stainless steel. So we are using in our daily life these metals. So stainless steel, it is made up of iron, carbon, nickel and chromium. Okay, so next we can take an example of brass. Brass is made up of copper and zinc. Bronze. Bronze, it is made up of copper and tin. So these are the examples of alloys I have discussed here. So why we are using these metals in the form of alloys, so that I will discuss it now. So there are certain benefits of alloys. For example, iron we can take. Iron, if you are keeping in the air, so it will undergo oxidation. Because of that oxidation, corrosion then corrosion of iron happens, rusting it happens. So to prevent that corrosion and rusting, what we are doing, we are using that iron in the form of alloys. So first objectives of alloys is what? Objectives of alloys. To prevent from corrosion or rusting. Second one is to increase the hardness of metal. To increase hardness of metal. To increase their tensile strength. To increase tensile strength. To reduce their chemical reactivity. To decrease their melting points. To reduce their melting points. Okay, so to prevent from corrosion of rusting, we can take an example of iron. To increase hardness of metal, like a gold. We are not using in the form of pure, already I have discussed. We are adding copper and silver in this, so to make it hard. So later we can use it for making jewelry purpose. To increase tensile strength, so certain metals are there, we are using by drawing into thin sheets, or by then we can make it in thin sheets and into wire. So for that purpose we want to increase the tensile strength. Then next is to reduce their chemical reactivity. The metals like sodium, potassium, they are very hard, they are very reactive in nature. So we have to reduce their chemical reactivity. So for that purpose also we are using in the form of alloys. Next is to reduce their melting points. Yesterday I have discussed alumina, that it is very hard actually. So we have to convert that solid form of alumina in the molten state for electrolytic reduction purpose. We added in this cryolite as well as force spark to reduce their melting point and to make them as a good conductor of electricity. So these are the examples we can discuss. We already discussed about objectives of alloys. So this is the main objectives. Already have discussed about alloys. So today it is the last topic of metals and non-metals. In the next class we can discuss about the other lessons of chemistry. Thank you.